All right, welcome to the TDC Today Show USA. My name is Sue Roskoff, and we are at the lake today. And I am trying to see my screen. It is so bright out here, I can't even see my screen. Give me 1 second here to get this flipped around so you can see where I am. It is, there we go. It literally is such a gorgeous day out here. It is so bright. I'm having troubles even finding the buttons here. So thank you for your patience with me. Again, TDC Today Show USA. We are actually live on location at Pewaukee Lake. So we have talked for years about Pewaukee Lake, and that this is our home ski site where we do our adaptive water skiing. We do ski shows here. I am actually standing on the starting dock where we do our shows. So as you can see, it's a nice big long dock here, and we sit on the edge and the boats take off from the side here. And this is our ski site. The whole shoreline over here is where our audience sits. And we will be having a show today at 5 o'clock Central. So this will be all packed in. As you can see down at the end down there, there are a bunch of tents set up because this is a festival weekend here. It is the beach party. It's the Kiwanis Beach Party. They are raising money for all the great things that their organization does. And in partnership with them, with the Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club, there is a joined piece called the Clean Lakes Water Festival. And it is all about the education and understanding of what can be done to maintain clean water. And it's a super important thing that has ramifications far and wide. And you can learn more down in the education tent down there. They do have, it's a fun weekend here. So they've got food, they have drinks, they have bands, they have at the beach down there, they had all sorts of activities this morning, including all sorts of free events, paddle boarding, Zumba. They had yoga on the beach. There's still activities happening in that education tent now, and so much more. So we actually even had ski lessons happening here that our water ski club was the lead in that and made that all happen. And we just finished doing some adaptive water skiing here as well. So adaptive water skiing demo to educate the public here that, you know what, skiing is for everybody. Anyone can do it. It is all a matter of opportunity and availability. And that is something that we are thrilled our club is able to provide. I am actually going to quickly show the water ski that our club owns is this one right here. So this is an adaptive water ski that has outriggers on it. So the two skis that are on each side are outriggers. They kind of work like training wheels, where it makes the ski very stable. So it's not going to be too tippy out there. You actually can take those off and just go with that piece in the middle. And then once you get to that skill level, you can consider if you want to even go on to be competitive, because that's the thing. Competitive water skiing, competitive adaptive water skiing. The wonderful lady that came up and trained our organization, or actually our lots of groups within the state of Wisconsin, was a competitive adaptive water skier, the first female who ever went over a ski jump using her adaptive ski. So she has quite a history, quite a legacy, and taught us a lot of good skills up here and best practices. And that's where we're thrilled that we had the chance to do that today and actually do some adaptive skiing on this amazingly gorgeous day. So that's what's going on in Wisconsin here. So I am privileged to introduce a great friend of the show. Marianne of Waikiki is joining us today. And Marianne, I see you've got lots of things going on by you. I'm seeing some fun things behind you. If you want to give a quick intro and tell us more about what's happening in the world of Marianne.
Yes, well, thank you. And thank you so much for having this show every Saturday. I go by Marianne of Waikiki. It's my sign language name, my book author name. And I'm the author of the Acts of Kindness series featuring 200 folk manus puppets. My books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack by Lucy Lynch and The Perfect Wave. And as you see, I got a little floral print. Happy summer solstice to everybody. And behind me is Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee. Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken, and Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab. So the good news, Sue, is that all classroom teachers in the United States of America, we have 30,000 schools, 3,000 deafblind schools. Every teacher can request a copy of the books for every single student from an organization called Donors Choose, donorschoose.org. And I am updating, manifesting with a new moon and a new website that will be coming in July. And I'm so grateful that I was on the opportunity to talk with Stephanie Rederick and Mutual Aid, who will help me relaunch this website. And also from the Helpopedia group, I found out how I can actually translate the manuscripts off of an app. So I got many projects to do, and a big shout out and thanks to Trevor Gibbs, Charity Revolution. What he does is he makes sure websites are ADA compliant. That's American Disabilities Act compliant. If you're not in compliance, you can receive up to a $75,000 fine. And he did an evaluation on my website, Sue, just like a teacher. It was several pages. I couldn't believe it. And
Wow.
I did not pass. I didn't pass. So we had to redo some things, make sure the text, the size, the fonts, I had music on it. I had to take that off. So there's a lot of things that people need to be aware of with the American Disabilities Act and your websites. But it's all good news because we're relaunching it. And I'm actually on a launch program with Mel Robbins. She's a motivational speaker. I've been doing it for, I think, 40 days now. She's given us an option to relaunch, relax, or and we're going live with her on Sunday. So I have just been able to just post all these amazing creative works that I was able to give and bring to the world, especially with during the pandemic and the pandemic unemployment assistance money. And Happy Neighborhood Projects gave me the opportunity to be a co-host of Waikiki, as well as become a sign language interpreter for the World of Ability and H&P Ability. So I had an amazing year during the pandemic because we were really in lockdown in the island of Oahu. And my neighbor left during the pandemic. He lives on a sailboat. I lived on a sailboat. He sailed from Honolulu to Alaska to Canada to California. I joined him a year and a half ago in San Diego. I sailed to Cabo San Lucas. I spent a couple of months there. Thought I was going to return to Hawaii. And when he called me and said, why don't you come over? I'm in San Carlos, Mexico. And here we are 9 months later. So he just pulled out the sailboat yesterday. So waves of emotion. And wow, did he have a big diesel smell on him? It's amazing. It's a lot of work to take care of a boat and living on a boat and all this sailing and anchoring. And yes, very skilled, very grateful I've gotten to sail around the Hawaiian Islands with him and Mexico. What a dream come true and what a journey. And then again, bringing these books, the Acts of Kindness series. The first book is Underwater Acts of Kindness for Ocean Cleanup, because there's a huge Pacific garbage patch between Hawaii and California. And Captain Charles Moore in 1999, when he was sailing with the Transpac, and guess what? The Transpac is leaving Los Angeles now to sail to Honolulu, Hawaii. They do that every 2 years. So Captain Moore realized this great Pacific garbage patch, and now they have machines out there, the Gyra Jenny, and just amazing European young man came up with these alternatives to help, collect the garbage. And he's great to follow too. I know he was in Guadalajara and just seeing all the, the garbage in rivers now that is taking over. So it's a great, amazing book, and it features Noah, the hard of hearing whale, who is recruited by a sea turtle called the General of the New Earth Army to tackle that great Pacific garbage patch. So again, all classroom teachers can get copies of the books from an organization called donorschoose.org. A special education teacher, Marilyn Rogers, with Safe Day Events, requested the books. She got funded in 2 weeks. And guess what? I got to go out and be a guest speaker after the children read the books, talked about ocean cleanup, what they can do, bringing the books home, telling story, talking story in Hawaii. And we're sharing these stories here on the World of Ability and the Today Show. So yeah, it's an amazing Acts of Kindness series. The second book brings us into Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, for an anti-bullying message featuring Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken, and Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee, who are friends with Harry, the hard of hearing rabbit. And they go around Magic Island. Harry gets kicked off the rock and ends up Rabbit Island and builds a sailboat with his other friends. And he returns home and he confronts those bullies. And they find out that they were bullying him because they didn't know sign language. So here's an opportunity. And then guess what? They had a rainbow parade, a first birthday luau. It's just great fun and activities. And the puppets, how fun is that? And now we have app games. And I wrote Righteous Acts of Kindness featuring Pono, the Hawaiian polo pony. I had the opportunity to go to the polo field several times. I met Auntie Renee, who's in the books. And with the polo horses, they wear different floral lace for each of the islands. So again, you can learn all those different colors, learn about the different islands, and Pono has a deaf rider. And we have an app game too. And polo season's happening over there in the North Shore of the island of Oahu. And we have grunting pigs in the app game. And I forget sometimes how much, how these little characters all come together. And then now I'm working on the climate change book featuring another 50 characters. And it's been great fun to be on FaceTime with my deaf friend Scott, who's been the inspiration of the books. And tears of joy when he's been getting real emotional because of the characters and how what's really happening with Mother Earth and clean water. And we're creating a whale character called Water Flow, for the love of water is the acronym. Flow for the love of water. And we love having our friend Leon McLaughlin come in and join us. He's a UN United Nations ambassador. He's bringing filters to schools worldwide. He's fundraising in Beverly Hills, Seattle. I know he's going to Ecuador. So I know he's going to be on the mutual aid speaking tomorrow. So again, we got lots of events this weekend, very busy. And Mel Robbins has her launch live tomorrow too. So I'm staying inside, I'm staying cool. Got a pool outside my door and air conditioning, an ice machine, because it's scorching hot down here. It's over 100. And I mean, in the middle of the night, it's 85 degrees. So we're staying cool. You go out, the captain had his baseball hat on. He got scorched. I mean, you just got to be really careful too with sunscreen. Guys being out there, doesn't matter, that sun intensity wherever you are is just increasing. And so that's what we're working on, is a climate change book. And it's just it's been a great journey, and so grateful that I got to be in Helpopedia yesterday. They give me advice of how to find an app to translate the books. So Trevor Gibbs is helping me do that. The books are a little bit large for the app, so we got to learn how to break it down. So those are all kind of like in my vision. And now I'm getting the support and understanding from these other people and organizations to make them happen and to bring them worldwide. And disability, a park, it's in Texas. It came up on my email and we pulled it up, and I believe it's called Morgan's Wonderland. And a father created in a musical, and calling yesterday, they have an event going on. They're closed today. So I'm hoping that Kurt and I can talk to them and bring their good news on to the show as well. So the universe is just really bringing up all these good messages and connections. And it's been great fun. And I got some lady friends that I met over cool. So yeah, everyone's staying cool. And so the captain will free himself, take his husband, travel the family in Michigan and all that good stuff. So I'm really had a great journey thing. He's been a girl, so he'll be back. And he was playing piano, and I've met some other people here in the community. So again, these are great activities. There's coloring books, there's the reading books, there's app games on Apple, and we are going to be launching Acts of Kindness series website in the future. So thank you so much for having me here. And yeah, have great fun out there. Put sunscreen on. And it's so great to see your amazing background. You guys talk about these water ski programs and persons with disabilities. And now we kind of get to see it live. So I feel like I'm there. I'm a little bit homesick because I'm not in Hawaii, and the Transpac sailors are on their way. My neighbors are calling me, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in Mexico now." It's kind of a journey. So again, great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marianne. This is, I absolutely love this. We're getting the best of both worlds here, hearing all the great things going on in your world. And I'm at my happy place here in my corner of the world. So this has been fabulous. I'm so excited to hear all the things happening, and looking forward to hearing more from Leon tomorrow at the Mutual Aid Summit and all these great things. So thank you so much, Marianne. My name is Sue Roskoff, and we are here with TDC Today Show USA. So thanks so much to the Disability Channel for all of the great things that are happening through them. And we appreciate this opportunity so much to be able to be here and to share some of this great stuff that's going on around the world. So with that, we will be back next week for more fun things to share. But for today, thank you very much.